Hello, my powerful one. I'm Lenka Lutonska, creator of Business Energetics. And you know what? Very recently, I had this powerful realization that, oh my goodness, I just created millions in opportunities and connections without doing a thing. And that is going to be a topic of today's video. As crazy as it sounds, yes, it's possible, and actually it is as it should be for you to be constantly attracting and magnetizing an abundance of incredible opportunities, money, clients, connections, and all that you desire into your business and life, rather than having to work for it, and sometimes work for it very hard, right? So today I'm going to share with you 4 amazing principles, or if you like, business energetics codes and questions that will make this possible for you. And before we dive into it, may I ask, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please do. Please comment, please like, because you just don't know how that small action can make a huge difference for someone else that will discover this video, because the algorithm of YouTube will appreciate your particular like or subscription or comment. So thank you in advance. And now let's dive into the codes of your abundance, attraction, and magnetism, shall we? Perhaps I should start by sharing a story that inspired this very video. Recently, I came back from Arizona, where I attended a conference. And for the first time, it was a conference where I actually didn't speak. I didn't get a spotlight. And yet, as I was sitting in that room for 3 solid days, and I was receiving and observing, something magical happened. Women who build literally 8 billion, 12 billion and more empires started to literally come sit next to me, asking me questions, engaging conversations. Women that are wildly successful, connected, and powerful and gorgeous inside started to invite me for dinner and lunch and just wanted to create connection. And ultimately, I was given and offered opportunities in terms of the talks in Hollywood and W stage and billboards and this and this and this and that are worth millions. And more than that, I was given, or if you like, I attracted friendships and deep connections with such powerful women, which for many of you know, those friendships and real connection, it's more precious than any business opportunity, right? So as I was sitting there and reflecting, what the heck just happened? I literally didn't have an opportunity to open my mouth on stage. And yet it was probably more powerful than any of my previous mic and stage moments. How does this stuff happen? Well, it happens, of course, through your energy. And upon reflection, these are the, if you like, 4 codes or 4 principles that helped me to attract these incredible connections and opportunities, but also that helped me to build 8-figure and growing business from ground up. So these are those 4 codes. Number 1, the aligned yes. This is simple. I really learned over time to say yes faster than my mind can talk me out of aligned decision. What do I mean by that? When I was invited for the event, I felt that internal pull. I felt that, yes, go. And I knew that this is the talk of my higher self. However, almost immediately, my mind was waking up saying, but hold on, it's only 5 weeks away, not enough notice for me. I probably already scheduled lots of stuff and it's on the other side of the world and so forth. But I knew, because I feel that pull, I knew that it's aligned. I said, hold on, don't say anything else. I'm saying yes, count me in, I'm coming, I'm accepting invitation before I can talk myself out of it. So it's a yes. And then when I already booked my place, I paid. It was a paid opportunity this time. When I paid, only then I found out that actually to get there, I will need to take a connecting flight. It would be almost 20 hours travel. And then I found out that there really won't be any opportunity to shine, that I will not have stage and a mic. And also, I found out that it's actually a little different event to what I thought, because when it was that opportunity and invitation was presented to me, I got a sense that it would be 20 or so really powerful women in a room that build these empires, and it will be very intimate. But it was not. It was actually quite big conference. And sure, there was a lot of power and business expertise in the room, but it certainly wasn't an intimate event. So you can imagine afterwards, once I already committed, once I said yes, once I paid, yes, I got a little bit of head talk going on. Oh my goodness, have I done the right thing? Maybe I shouldn't go at all. But you know what? I committed. I said yes because I trusted that internal yes. So I knew that because I felt that internal pull, because I said yes to it, that something magical was going to happen. I know that I can trust my inner guidance. And that's a whole lot of theme itself to me, that internal trust and saying aligned yes faster than your mind will talk yourself out of it is essential when it comes to attracting the abundance that you desire versus having to work very hard for it. Yes, some of you might say, but Lenka, I've actually done it in past where I followed that intuition and I said yes, and I fell flat on my face and I burned out, or I made, let's say, some investment and it went to toilet. I hear you, and that happened because that initial instinct, that pull, was not your higher mind, it was reactive, it was some archetype of your lower self. In other words, our inner guidance always matches our energy. So I know that I'm primarily connected to my higher level self rather than my little human. It's not that I don't have little human, we all do, but I really am most of the time connected to my vision, to my higher self, to that higher level identity. Therefore, I know that inner guidance, I know how it feels in my body. I know my energy really well. Therefore, I trust it. So if you need to develop this awareness and trust, that's a whole of other topic, which I'm not going into more today. But let me know if you would like to talk more about it. Put it in the comments and I might create a full video about that. Still, the number one principle and code that makes this powerful attraction and magnetism of abundance possible is the aligned yes faster than your mind awakens. The second business energetics code or principle I embodied really well here is this: I am a VIP. Meaning, in this instance, when I was going to book a ticket, of course, what did I do? I looked at the highest possible VIP ticket. And you know what? That's what I always do. I always choose VIP when VIP is available because I consider myself to be a VIP, very important person. And therefore, there is no accident that I was considered in a room as VIP, as very important person, and attracting this power around me, you see? But again, this is not something you just say, okay, I'm a VIP, I'll book a VIP ticket, and then everything is going to revolve around me. I worked at this. In other words, over time, I worked with my prostitute archetype and queen, the sovereign self archetype, to continually make choices that would decree to the universe within me that I indeed am a very important person. You see, we all are, men and women, we all are inherently very important person, full of power that is a gift to the world. But we acknowledge and embody this VIP status to different degrees. My own journey led me to go from primarily feeling like a little girl, little Lenka, which I still have inside of me, and letting this little Lenka make choices for my business and life. And that's, of course, wasn't healthy. But I went through there to awakening my queen and continually make choices that would show the universe within me, I am a queen. I am a high value woman. I am a VIP. And whereas again, this is a whole of another topic that you will live through inside of Business Energetics Academy. And whereas this is whole of another topic as well. And by the way, I will link one video that might be relevant here. And that is how I became a high value woman, if you like. So through fashion choices and few energies that I chose to adopt. One of those energies is I allow myself. So yes, I allowed myself to book VIP almost automatically in this instance because that's who I am. It's well embodied in me. But initially, I had to do this consciously, meaning I'm allowing myself to get, the best support, the best coach, the best support for home, the best dress, even though over there is a cheaper one, the best tomatoes in a supermarket, even though I can get a cheaper one. You see, these are the choices where we allow ourselves to demonstrate to the universe within me that I am a very important person. And when you do that again and again, the universe has no other choice than rearrange itself to match that self-identity of yours. I am a VIP. Does that make sense? So please do not think, because many women think that this is about the ego, making our ego bigger. No, that would be if you put yourself above other people. This is not about putting yourself above anyone. This is about truly awakening your sovereign self and saying yes to her, yes to him, yes to your queen, yes to your king, again and again. Code number 3 that will help you to attract abundance of money, opportunities, clients, and so forth is this. Presence is power. And what do I mean by that? I already said that when I discovered that I will not have opportunity to shine or to talk, to have a stage, to have a mic, my ego mind got awakened a little bit because, to be honest, it became my comfort zone over the years. And so I had to bring myself again to center, reminding myself that I do not need a stage or a mic to be the leader in the room, to be the center of a power, because it's my presence, it's my energy that attracts or repel. And I cannot switch on and off my energy. And what I mean by my energy is, of course, my sense of self-identity, who I consider myself to be, but also, of course, my values and beliefs, choices, and so forth. So I told myself that, hey, I'm going to this event without a mic, without a stage. What a wonderful opportunity to practice my presence in my most powerful self. So I just came with the knowing that I can just be me and I'll attract all that I'm meant to attract for the highest good of all. And that's exactly what happened. I was just myself. I received, I danced when we were dancing, and everything literally came to me rather than me having to work for it. And oftentimes it's this presence that my dear clients are sinking into to awaken, to open the next level in their businesses and lives. For instance, the dear client Inga, I recall how she was, of course, working on her becoming and sense of being, identity, nervous system, mind, and so forth in Business Energetics Academy. And it came to time to create her next program launch. But because she wanted to honor having more freedom and spaciousness in her life, she decided that she's going to literally repurpose absolutely everything from her last launch. And what happened is, in this new launch, she created 4 times more revenues than previously. It was her highest over 6-figure month by literally doing far less because she repurposed everything she had. Why? Because her presence, her energy, her who I am was working the magic underneath. You see, that's what becomes possible, is the energy of who you are continually attracts or repels. So sinking into that presence of who you truly are is absolutely priceless. And finally, another business energetics code or principle you really want to appreciate in order to attract masses of abundance in your business and life is this: energy creates, action supports. I know I've been talking about this again and again and again, but we need to, because we're so heavily programmed by that old paradigm, societal and business paradigm that says you've got to work hard to succeed. So more successful you want to be, harder you need to work. You want to create next level of business or income? Sure, just bring more hours into your work. Be more disciplined, be more focused. BS, 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 because it's not action that creates. If you look at the world and how the wealth is distributed, you find that the most wealthy people work least amount of hours, and the most poorest people, unfortunately, work most. Why? It's because it's not amount of hours that you put into your business or into your project, into your success that creates your results. It's not action that creates. It's energy that creates. Action supports it. Meaning, when you are in that energy of the most powerful self, self beyond logic, when you are in that energy of your fully claimed self, from there you will get that inner guidance of what you need to do to co-create this outcome with the universe within. I say the universe creates 99%, and I, as Lenka, create 1%. I know what that 1% is when I am connected to that higher self, when my energy is where it's meant to be. But if I feel like, oh, what do I need to do to grow my business? Or what do I need to do to fix this? What do I need to do to optimize this, to figure it out, to this or that? I'm not connected to my most powerful self. I'm connected to my reactive self. I'm connected to my logical mind. And from there, yes, I may get plenty of ideas, action, but typically leads to all the same thing. So in this example, the recent conference I attended to, my 1% was actually booking the ticket and getting myself there. It was 20-hour travel, after all, beautiful travel, but still it was 20-hour travel. That was my co-creation, you see? That was my 1%. The 99% was the universe within, because my energy was there. So I want you to stay with this again and again and again, because we've got to rewrite this collective paradigm that more I work, more I succeed. Harder I work, harder I succeed. That's old. The new paradigm, business energetics paradigm, is more aligned I am, more I succeed. And it doesn't take time. It doesn't take hard work. And my job is to align my energy. And from there, I will get what is that 1% of action I've got to take to co-create this incredible intention or outcome, calling what you like, with the universe within. 99% will happen. I invite you to open yourself up to this. It certainly served me, and I know it will serve you. And finally, I have for you 4 powerful reflection points, if you like journaling questions or reflective questions, that I'll invite you to contemplate on, because they will help you to embody the 4 codes we talked about so much deeper, okay? And ultimately attract a lot more abundance into your business and life. Let's do it. Number 1, where can I say yes to aligned opportunities faster? Contemplate on that. See what comes out of it and act on it. Number 2, where can I decree my VIP status to the universe within more fully? Write this question down, contemplate on it, see what comes out of it, and act upon it. Question number 3, where am I still waiting for a mic or a stage to become a leader in the room? Let's see what energetic opportunities are there. And finally, number 4, where am I relying on action alone instead of letting my energy lead? Again, reflect on this fully and see what is offered to you and act upon it. This is the life and business changing stuff, actual embodiment of these 4 principles I shared with you. So, that's all I have for you just today. But for more, come back to this channel. Again, I'll ask you to subscribe if you can. And of course, many of you, I'll see you inside of Business Energetics Academy, where you come under my wings and we can do this work for a year in a way that is full, that is comprehensive, that really changes lives and businesses, and you, my powerful one, in a way you truly deserve. You'll find the link to Business Energetics Academy in the description below, or of course, feel happy to book a connection and exploration call with one of our mentors. For now, so much love your way, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.